Hi-ho, everyone. I am Nathan Blake, and welcome to Steins, which is a fairly popular visual novel that spawned one of my favorite animes, so I'm very excited to get to play it, as well as share it with Emily. So, hi, Emily.
Hi!
So, Emily and I are starting a new series, real name TBA, that is going to be us playing visual novels, dating sims, and things like that together. And obviously, reading them all out loud in either fantastic or ridiculous voices. So, we're going to go ahead and get in here. So, yeah, we've gone ahead and turned off all of the in-game voices. This part is voiced either way. Everything is coincidence. But even coincidence is part of fate's design. I'm not losing it. I'm perfectly sane. What I speak now is the absolute truth, not some childish fantasy. No matter how trivial something may seem, it has the potential to shape the future. Have you heard of the butterfly effect? If not, look it up. Then you'll understand how careful you must be. Unfortunately, I didn't understand. If only I had realized how dangerous my actions were, then I wouldn't have lost her. The future wouldn't have turned out like this. But how could I have known? How could I have known that by pressing that button, I would decide the fate of all mankind? Just think about it. The average human perceives just 1% of his environment. We're not nearly as clever as we'd like to think. We go about our lives oblivious to a million different things that happen around us every day. Even when something catches our eye, our brain forgets it a moment later. I went to tell me back then, don't do anything careless. Don't do anything rash. Don't pretend you didn't see that. Pay more attention. The hand of conspiracy was always closer than you thought. Just waiting for the right moment to strike. So this is a visual novel that is set in real-world Japan. The universe has a beginning, but it has no end. Stars, too, have a beginning, but are by their own power destroyed. Finite. History teaches that those who hold wisdom are often the most foolish. The fish in the sea know not the land. If they too hold wisdom, it is more ridiculous for man to exceed light speed than for fish to live ashore. This may also be called God's final warning to those who rebel. Steins. So it's set in real-world Japan in 2010, I think, is the in-game year. And it's got a heavy emphasis on the butterfly effect and on time travel and stuff like that. I'm going to go ahead and mention that just because, A, it's a almost 10-year-old thing now, so you probably have heard of it. And B, you want to know what you're getting yourself into, so you know that it is well worth sticking around to see what comes up next. I think this is you.
Hey, what are you mumbling about?
There's no sound from the phone against my right ear, only silence. I am baking in the summer sun. Sweat slowly slides down my chin and drips into the asphalt.
Ocarin? Earth to Ocarin!
A girl is standing in front of me. She calls my name with an inquisitive tilt of her head. We are about to infiltrate deep into enemy territory. Yet, despite the imminent risk of death, there is no hint of tension on her innocent, childlike features. I cover my phone's mouthpiece and turn to the girl with an index finger to my lips.
You talking to someone?
I nod and put my phone back to my ear. Still no sound from the other side. My contact is wise to maintain silence. The whole area could be bugged. No, I was just talking to someone. Everything's fine. I'm about to infiltrate the assembly hall. Still no reply. Looks like they just want my report. It's too dangerous to waste time talking here anyway. Yeah, Dr. Nakabachi got the jump on us, but I'll make sure he tells us everything. What? The organization is already on the move? I opened my eyes wide to match my shocked tone. The girl turns towards me in surprise. I sigh, shaking my head as I rub my temples. I see. So that's the choice of Steins Gate. Psy Kongroo. I speak the parting words, then pocket my cell phone. Steins Gate. Some know it as fate. To others, it is the will of God. You could count on one hand the people in this world aware of its true nature. In any case, we should begin the infiltration. I advance towards Radikan, which is just across the street from the train station. Of course, this is the enemy. Oh, listen to this music.
It's like ocean music.
Of course, this is enemy territory. I can't just stride through the front door like an average person. I bypass the elevators and escalators and head to the 8th floor by the stairwell. But I only make it to the 7th floor before I have to stop and rest.
Who was that on the phone?
The girl, Shinya Mayori. Immediately resumes our conversation. She followed me all the way here, and she isn't even short of breath. I, on the other hand, am gasping for air with my hands on my knees. Who would have thought an 8-story building would be so tall? I mean, 8 stories is pretty tall. I turned to Mayori while wiping the sweat from my brow. If I told you, I'd have to kill you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Okarin.
Mayori smiles happily and doesn't pry any further. As always, she is quick to understand my position. We've known each other since we were both little. Mayori is 16, 2 years younger than me, so she's more like a little sister than a typical childhood friend. I've been looking out for her as long as I can remember. I used to hope that Mayori might become the key to Steins Gate, but now I've reconsidered. I don't want that terrible fate for her. She should live a normal life. That is my present wish. And up the stairs we go! I really dig visual novels that use, like, actual movement, but, like, have, like, actual, like, brevity and, like, actual weight to, like, what's going on. It's pretty cool. Like, you're gonna see as we get into this, that like, there's, you know, some high stakes, some really interesting stuff going on, and it's pretty deep. Feel free to ask.
It's natural because it makes sense for them to stop on the stairway and talk.
Yeah, for sure. We continue to the 8th floor and enter the assembly hall. In front of us stands a cheap-looking stage with a podium and a sign reading, Dr. Nakabachi's Time Machine Press Conference.
Okarin!
Mayori insists on calling me Okarin, but it is neither my real name nor my code name. It's just one of those annoying nicknames people use. How many times do I have to tell you, don't call me Okarin?
Huh? But I've always called you that.
That was then. I have since become Hyoin Kyoma, the insane mad scientist hunted by secret organizations the world over.
But that's too hard to remember.
Which let's see, we got a tip. So I'm not sure. Okay, here we go. So it's to select. So as we play through the game, we get like information like based on keywords, and so then we can like see so true name, the name that describes one's true essence, soul name. And then the organization. The organization is the organization, nothing more, nothing less. Its formal name is something else, but even uttering that name is a death wish. For that reason, all who know of its existence simply call it the organization. So we're gonna continually get interesting information on all of these things. How do I mark these as red? Oh well. In any case, Hyoin Kyoma is my true name.
And besides, it doesn't even sound like Okabe. Ritaro.
Rintaru.
Rintaru. You're weird.
Cease your foolish laughter. Okabe Rintaru may be my real name, but I have rejected it, for it is stupid. And so I also hate the derivative Okarin. Come on, it sounds like that elf boy's blue pipe thing. That's why it's Ocarine, is because it's Ocarina.
But isn't that the ocarina?
It is Ocarina, yeah.
So shouldn't it be Ocarin? The ocarina.
That's how they pronounce it in the anime as Ocarine, but maybe because they thought it sounded cuter than Ocarine. I don't know. But now we know how to pronounce it, Ocarine.
Yes.
You can go for Ocarine.
You're welcome. Okay, Ocarin. Can I ask you something?
In one ear and out the other. She's been calling me that for 5 years now, so maybe it's time to give up.
What are we doing here?
Wait, you followed me here without knowing why?
Yep.
She nods without dropping her smile. We're here for Dr. Nakabachi's press conference. We're standing in the assembly hall on the 8th floor of Radikan. It is here that the conference will be held. Dr. Nakabachi is an inventor. He appears on TV from time to time and has a few patents under his belt, but mostly he is treated as a curiosity.
Press conference? But where are the reporters?
Mayori's right. I've scanned the entire hall, but there's no one who looks like a reputable reporter or cameraman. There are only about 10 of us standing in the hall, including me. Considering Nakabachi's moderate media presence and the fact that he claims to have invented a time machine, I would have expected more. I mean, they probably just figure he's a cray-cray. Or that it's going to be one of those things where, you know, you read the headline and it's all like, you know, such and such has discovered the key to time travel, and you look at it and it's like, in a simulated test, the scientists of such and such lab have made a simulated particle. Oh, whoops, I accidentally skipped back. There might be a way to...
I don't know.
Scroll back up, but anyway, there we go, backlog. But yeah, you know, it's like a real clickbaity time machine post, and then you click on it, and it's like, in a simulated test using computer simulations, the scientists have discovered...
So nothing real happened? It was all online?
That this light particle was able to travel at this speed, meaning that time travel could be theoretically possible, and, you know, relativity to a black hole or something, you know.
Oh, we don't want to be close to a black hole.
That's true. That's part of the story of this game.
We don't want to be close to a black hole.
Are you sure? So the last thing that was said, could this be the organization working its twisted influence? I twist my lips into a sneer. I thought that Nakabachi was like me, a scientist fighting to overthrow the organization. But this press conference suggests other motives at work. Our enemies won't miss this chance. I prefer not to get wrapped up in his mess. So you can actually see who's speaking at the bottom, and the quotation marks. But if there's no quotation marks and it's not speaking at the bottom, it's narrator, and narrator is Rintaru. Or Hyoin Kyoma, as he prefers to be known, which I found throughout this story, people look at him like he's an insane person whenever he says that. And, you know, to us, it's like Hyoin Kyoma...
It's just another Japanese name?
Yeah. Okabe Rintaru and Hyoin Kyoma. Why would one of those be stupid and one of them not? But the description that I got whenever I looked up what Hyoin Kyoma was something ridiculous, like he who sees the truth where the truth is not seen, or something like that. Something ridiculous.
He thinks highly of himself. What can I say?
Yeah, it's he's basically like bragging about himself in his own name.
So if he was given that name by someone else, then it would make sense. This is my name. It's just my name. I'm sorry.
Excuse me. I'd prefer not to get wrapped up in his mess. Nevertheless, I'm interested in what he has to say. That's why I'm here, blowing on an afternoon of my precious summer holiday. Mayori is ponders my utterance for a while before finally turning her head.
You wrapped something? Is it his birthday too?
I let out a sigh. Maori is known to not only make bad jokes, but to laugh at them too. She's always been special. Keep your guard up, Maori. I suspect this won't be a normal Conf. I didn't even finish my sentence. Got a new tip, electromagnetic wave. Are we under attack? Are they trying to fry our brains with electromagnetic waves? Waves that exhibit properties of both electricity and magnetism, first formally postulated by Maxwell in 1864. The electric field and magnetic field's oscillation cause them to mutually propagate each other, resulting in a wave that radiates through its surroundings. This is why it's called electromagnetic radiation. EM waves are divided by frequency into radio waves, infrared light, visible light, ultraviolet light, X-rays, and gamma rays.
I was wondering, isn't that just light? Light.
A lot of times when someone refers to electromagnetic waves, they're talking about...
invisible light?
A lot of times they're talking about an EM pulse, which is when a nuclear bomb goes off, it sends out electromagnetic wave of energy that actually drains all electrical things of all of its power. Even batteries go dead.
Oh.
So it's possible to, using nuclear fission, actually
shake it light.
Destroy an entire culture just by getting rid of their electricity, basically. So you wouldn't even have to nuke them. You just have to cause an electromagnetic pulse in the area to bring them back to the Stone Age, basically, overnight.
They'd all have to get generators.
Yeah, so then you'd have to start using generators and stuff to get going again, but no cars would work.
Because all the batteries were dead?
Yeah, all the batteries in the cars.
Recharge the battery?
I mean, you'd have to get a generator, and then you'd have to attach it to the battery and start recharging the battery before you could do that.
Yeah, but you do recharge it a little bit, and then it starts going. If they're not
dead, it can take a long time. Also, it might fry the battery. I'm not sure. Not 100% sure on that part. It could be that it doesn't just drain the battery, it might kill it. If you know, let me know down in the comments if an electromagnetic wave actually ruins batteries or just drains them to zero. But either way, a battery that's been completely discharged takes a long time to get to a point where it can actually, that big of a battery.
You can be invaded in that time.
Yeah. What's going on? Dust falls from the ceiling as the floor shakes. We're definitely under attack. It's coming from above, but we're on the top floor. All that's above is the roof.
An earthquake? Is it magnitude 2? What does magnitude mean again?
Maori's a little airheaded, you know? She's... Yeah. No time to deal with Maori's confusion. Something's not right about this. I bolt out of the conference hall and run up the stairs to the roof, ignoring the no trespassing sign in my way.
Gosh.
The door is open. Upon closer inspection, I realize that the lock has been broken. I open the door and see a billowing cloud of black smoke. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we will leave it for this first episode of Steins Gate. You're really cute. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and call it there for this episode, and we will have to see what's going on in the next exciting installment of Steins Gate on this new series, real name TBA.
The real name is TBA. Okay.
No. Real name TBA.
TBA. Got it.
Thank you so much for going on this adventure with us, and thank you for...
It's none of my business.
Wait. Did you just Kermit the Frog meme?
It's bubbly.
It is bubbly.
Mango bubbly.
Mango bubbly. Speaking of which, I need to take some allergy medication anyway. So, anyway, thank you so much for being here with us and for being on this exciting, pulse-pounding, narrative-driven adventure. For now, this is Nathan Blake and
Emily
signing off. So, as always, we'll see you in the next one. Sayonara. Bubbly. This has been Steinsgate. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more like it in the future, please like and comment below. If you're new to the channel and you would like to be notified of new videos, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell. Like my channel? Want to see it grow? Share this video with your friends on Facebook and Twitter. Thanks again, everyone. Sayonara.